Girl, there is nothing interesting on these video channels anymore. It's terrible.
All right, let's jump right into it. Hello, everybody. Like that music. Okay. I didn't know I put that there. Anyways, Cam Patterson. Cam's a comedian that came out of Florida, and then he started showing up on Kill Tony. Tony's show, Kill Tony, on YouTube every single Monday. He has comedians come on stage. He's got a series of regulars throughout the show to keep it moving. But what happens is you go to the show, you put your name into a bucket, and if your name gets pulled out, you get 1 minute to actually do the stand-up, or a minute stand-up that you have. And then afterwards, Tony does an interview with Brian Redband and whoever a special guest is for the day. Could be anywhere from Shane Gillis to one of the regulars themselves. So usually a regular will start the show, one will do the middle, and then one will finish off the show. William Montgomery's been doing it for forever now, over 5 years, I'm sure, at this point. But here's the thing. If you're a regular on the show for long enough, you're bound to get recognition. The show's getting over 1 million views an episode now. So to be in this spot, everybody's like killing to get in this spot at the Comedy Mothership, which is Joe Rogan's club, and Austin, which is blowing up for comedy right now. So the fact that someone like Cam can get on stage and either repeat jokes or, you know, just generally be not funny is kind of an insult to the show itself. So I don't really get why Tony hypes him up every time when he's so brutal on everybody else. Yet for Cam, it's, oh my God, he does it again, which I'll get into. I'll show you a bunch of clips about that. But here's like an article, like, I don't know, like, I guess comedy clubs just go off of what the big names say, but like, for example, take a look at this. Cam Patterson is a comedian from Orlando who is quickly gaining recognition for sharp, high-energy sets and effortless crowd work. His comedy career started at just 10 years old when performing for his debut set at his grandma's 50th birthday. Cam's natural charisma and unique, upbeat humor most recently landed him a regular slot in the extremely popular Kill Tony show. He's a rising star in the stands of the world and a frequent performer at the Comedy Mothership Club in Austin, along with many other comedians. I get it, you're a comedy club, you're going to be trying to hype up the guy who's going to make your club some money. But on the other hand of it, check this out. And this is just by typing his name on Google. Unpopular opinion, Cam Patterson is garbage. Why are we calling Cam Patterson a comedian? Cam Patterson is the worst comedian I've ever seen in my life. Cam Patterson has not been funny lately, and that was a year ago. Still exactly the same. So while all these big clubs are saying how great he is and how Tony is trying to ride the wave off of Cam Patterson's TikTok fame, there's not a whole lot going on there. I mean, he's funny sometimes. Like, he will have moments where he has some crowd work or he's feeling some energy and he catches fire and he's funny for a minute. Like, that's a long time on Kill Tony. Maybe not even a minute, maybe like 15 seconds. But overall, Cam, let me just get into some sets here. But here, let me just show you this. So, like, the biggest catch on Kill Tony is you have to be pulled out of the bucket. That is the biggest thing on Kill Tony. All the regulars are pulled out of the bucket. All the golden ticket winners, who are people that are allowed to come basically whenever and perform a set on the show. If they do good, maybe they're overseas and they're not around much, they give them a golden ticket. Well, what happens is they get pulled out. They get invited to the secret show, and if they're amazing, like 2 times, sometimes 2's rare, but like if they're on a couple times pulled out of the bucket and they kill it every time, it's undeniable. That's how William Montgomery did it. He got pulled out like 3 times after putting his name in the bucket for a year to get pulled out. Now he's been the regular for like 10 years. So here's how Cam got pulled out of the bucket. Now let's take a quick look.
Ladies and gentlemen, I pre-pulled a name. It's Cam Patterson. Vic Cedeno is next. Vic Cedeno. Make some noise for Cam Patterson. Guys, you have to make noise. It's Cam Patterson's first time on the show.
All right, so that right there, Tony never does that. He does not ever say it's the first time. How does he know that, number one? Number two, he does not say that for anybody, unless he knew the person beforehand. So did he know him beforehand? Let's find out.
So I got my very first apartment because of stand-up comedy, and that's great, you know what I'm saying? I love it. But I got roaches real bad. I got roaches so bad, I got a homeboy, right? He had roaches, but I asked him, I said, how did you get rid of them? He said, I just trained them. And I was like, nigga, that's not possible. Bitch, you can't train roaches, but I should train my roaches because at my house, I had 3 roaches. They'd be on their side of the room, I'd be on my side of the room. We'd have a good night, wouldn't bother each other. But I brought a girl over one time, and there was 72 roaches in my room doing TikToks and shit. They were making podcasts, nigga. They were moonwalking, it was crazy, right? And at one point, me and this girl was watching a movie, and I was killing roaches as I watched the movie. So I watched the movie, and I murdered a roach. Then I watched the movie, and I murdered a roach. And at one point, she came up to me and said, Cam, it was a big ass Lizzo roach that walked into the middle of the TV. And I couldn't avoid this bitch. And she was like, Cam, it's okay, I got roaches too. And I was like, ew, bitch, that's nasty.
Okay, so take away the laughs from that, and I genuinely did not laugh one time during that. Maybe the Lizzo part, maybe just because it caught you off guard. But it's about roaches. It's about his apartment being disgusting and killing roaches while he watches a movie. I mean, I guess that's relating to people, but I don't know. That wasn't funny to me. But listen to Tony's reaction to this. This is wild.
You dirty slut. Yeah, nigga.
Fuck
yeah.
yes.
What's up, nigga?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
What's up, nigga? Come on, nigga. Come
Cam
on, nigga.
Patterson.
Fuck with me.
The Kill
Hey.
Tony debut
Yeah.
of Cam Patterson.
And
Unbelievable performance.
Thank
The
you.
set of the night. Absolutely amazing.
That love, nigga.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome indeed. If you watch this show, this is Tony literally never reacts like this unless he wants to hype somebody up. So my guess is that he met Cam beforehand somewhere. But let's keep listening.
How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
2 years.
2 years. Where
Yes,
at?
sir. Orlando, Florida.
I love it.
Yeah.
You live here now?
I just moved here, yeah.
Unbelievable. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it. How recently did you move here?
Like a month ago.
Okay. You have a job yet?
Yeah, I'm a golf cart nigga. A golf cart guy. I'm a... Dap me up, nigga. Come on, nigga. I love black people, bitch. Come on, man.
If you could...
Okay, so again, Cam goes in the back like he knows the band already too, which is weird. Like, what's going on here? How does he have this much? Like, you get a feeling that he knows people. So, again, I'm gonna cut this part out because Doug Stanhope drops the N-bomb and then they cut it out, so it's not worth watching. So after that, let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that one. That reminded me of my hometown, but they hired me. They had hired me because I don't know golf for real. You feel what I'm talking about? So I just drive the golf carts up and park them and then put all the golf carts on the carts and be like, thank y'all for coming, give me money. That's how that shit works.
You're a star. I've
yeah.
seen this before. Cam Patterson's a star. I've
Hey,
only
guys,
known him
first
for
of all,
3
I
minutes
think
and
you-
45
I
seconds.
think
Cam Patterson's a star. I've only known him 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Interesting. What else?
You know, Tony, I was on a show with Cam a couple weeks ago, and
Okay.
he destroyed the room.
He did what? You guys saw him a couple weeks ago destroy a room? He must have did so well. I bet you Tony was in the crowd. I bet you Red Band was there and they said, we need a new regular. David Lucas is leaving. Let's get another guy in here. Crazy.
You have such a good stage presence. Did you ever have like any like stage like past? Like were you in plays or
Great
anything?
question.
In high school?
Nah, I thought I beat them niggas up.
That's right.
I
Absolutely.
did that,
You are a star, Cam. This
That
is
love.
absolutely incredible. What else do you do? What else are you good at? What do you like to do for fun?
Nah, this it. That's all I like to do. I like to do stand up, go home and work and talk to
Yeah.
my mama.
Okay, so if you know this show, if someone responds like that, Tony kind of goes off on them or loses interest in them. So what does Tony say after this?
I love it. I love
That's
it.
it. Yeah.
Close with your mom.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's amazing. You have a love life. You like you bring.
I got a
girls
lady.
back?
We broke up, but we finna get married.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way you take it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Cam. What else about you? Before I get you out of here, tell us something else interesting about the life of Cam Patterson.
I wear slides on stage every time I get on stage. And so when I was running through the rain, my socks got soaked. And when I started comedy, a lot of people would tell me that I couldn't wear slides on stage. But I was a thug first. So I was like, y'all worry about my slide, but I got a gun on my dick right now.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So you should be worried about the gun I have instead of my slides.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, Tony.
I love it. So you were a thug before. Did you say a thug or a gangster?
I was a bad one. I was a bad thug. I wasn't a good thug.
Right.
It wasn't for me. I was a bitch.
No. Cam Patterson, do you ever miss the gang life?
Nah, not at all.
Did you have any close calls? Were there ever any hits on you or anything like that?
Nah, not on me. I was inside all the time, but I was there. I was just very scared and shitting myself the whole 2 years.
Right.
Hell yeah, I'm just happy I'm doing this. This is amazing.
You say 2 years.
Cam, I would love to have you on the Secret Show Thursday.
And also, Cam, there is a hit show that happens every Tuesday here in the Little Boy called Bottom of the Barrel, in which you get to perform in the actual other room, the Little Boy.
Yeah.
And I have a spot to give out tonight for that, so I'm going to give you that as
Thank
well.
you so much. Hell yeah. Thank you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And you said you're from where? Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando, Florida.
How far is that from Jacksonville?
It's about, my dad from Jacksonville. It's about like
Hour and a
2.5 hours.
Does your dad still live in Jacksonville?
Nah, he live in Orlando now.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm doing a place called the Florida Theater in Jacksonville,
No one's
Florida
heard of it.
on December 16th. Would you like to do a gig on that show?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. You got that right, Tony. You got that right, Tony.
And you get a big joke boat.
Thank you so much.
That's everything.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Cam Patterson, his first time on the show, and you were here for it.
So that was crazy. Cam just got everything he could possibly get. The Secret Show, a show at the Mothership that night, a big joke book, and opening up for Tony in some place in Florida, all because of a Secret Show appearance in my guess here. I bet that Red Band saw him. I bet you Tony was there, and then Red Band was told by Tony to go get him and have him perform on the show. I bet you Cam showed them his followers on TikTok, because he's TikTok famous, if you didn't know that, which we'll get into. He keeps rocks in his pocket. Yeah, it's hilarious, so funny. All right, his second time on, he's got to be funny, right? So let's put his second time on here and see how that goes.
Closes another one.
I mean, you can't get a better intro than that, right? I mean, Tony's talking like he's known him for years and years, so they see something in him, and I guarantee you it's the TikTok followers, because then they'll have more advertising and they'll get more people on their show. So being that this was 2023, I think in like May, and he's still on the show now, I'll have to show you how his last week's. Okay, again, that wasn't funny. I didn't laugh one time during that. A girl didn't know what a pick was, so the punchline is you stabbed her. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is in front of Joe Rogan in an arena, by the way. Kill Tony did an arena. I think this was the HEB Center, I want to say. But all right, let's see the reaction, because again, that wasn't a very good set. And also, what's funny too is there was a picture in the background. I think it's still up if it cuts to it, but it's him with his arm around Doug Stanhope in a joke scene right after Doug Stanhope said the N-word, and Cam kind of seemed offended by it. So look for that.
Hey guys, so much.
The motherfucker has arrived. Performances under your belt on Kill Tony. You are the newest regular on the show.
That's new to me. No one told me that. I feel like he didn't say that last week. Did he say that he's the new regular? Because this is the week that's directly after the week I just showed you. So Cam is already the new regular. I don't think he proved himself. I don't think that was funny. Joe Rogan doesn't look impressed. He didn't clap. He's not smashing the table like he normally does when he goes to these things and hears something funny. So again, the motherfucker has arrived. I'll say that. Yeah, so again, I mean, it wasn't really that funny. This is actually the episode that me and my brother who watched it, we actually thought that this was the part where I was like, oh, okay, he is funny. This guy is gonna be good because of the Rocks thing. But looking back now, his set again, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, and then his interview was good. He doesn't really, his style is like street, but then in the first one he also said that he wasn't a thug, like he sat in his room. So like I don't really know. I mean, I really do think it's TikTok, so we might as well take a look at what that TikTok actually is. So hold on, let me get that.
Fuck, I don't want to go to work, bro, man. Fuck this shit, bro. God damn, I ain't trying to go to this bitch, bro. Fuck, I ain't trying to go to work, bro.
Sorry, man.
That shit fucking sucks,
You got
bro.
about 40 more years to do it.
Fuck, no. I quit this bitch today, bro. Right fucking now. Yo, so it's my boy. Gotta get to the bread.
14 million views. That video's got 14 million views. Obviously, he showed Red Band and Tony and said, yo, I got 350,000 followers. I got multiple videos over 1 million views. Like, I got you. You make me a regular, then I'm your guy. I'll bring these guys over. It's just obvious at this point. And just to show you, like, this is the most recent week.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a little African tortoise of our own around here. He's one of the top young rising comedians in the world, fresh off of always sold out shows around the world. Very, very, very hard position he's in, writing and performing a new minute every week. Here's a brand new minute from the great Cam Patterson, everybody.
So you can kind of see there that the enthusiasm's kind of waned. It almost sounds like Tony's getting a little defensive of him, saying it's hard to write a tough spot he's in. It's hard to write a new minute every single week. Probably in reference because a lot of people on Reddit turned on Cam after he had, after he copied like the same set, like the exact same set week over week, which I'll have to show you now because this is crazy. But let's see, this is how he is now. Again, I think everyone's kind of figured out that he's not going to be the regular forever. His name's got a lot of hype to him, but let's see.
So when I go to new places, I like to go on like guided tours to, you know what I'm saying, find out about where I'm at. But I have a rule about guided tours. If I go on a guided tour, I respect the tour as much as the tour guide respects the tour. Like when I was in Green Bay, the tour guide respected the tour with utmost respect. He loved the Green Bay Packers. I felt like I was on the team when I was in Green Bay. You know, these are my people, I love them. I was like, I fuck with you, hell yeah. We on the same boat, let's ride. I respected the tour with my utmost respect. I went to Louisville this weekend, and I went to Louisville Sluggers Museum and Factory, and the tour guy was like, nigga, these the bats. You see them? These the bats. Do what you want. So I gave 2 fucks about that whole tour at all, right? So at one point during the tour, they had like these bats you could touch, and I seen some colorful bats in the distance. So I said, I'm gonna go touch the colorful bats, and I started swinging the bats, doing crazy with the bats and shit like that, knocking dust off my shoe. And then at one point, the tour caught up with me, right? And they were like, hey, now these bats over here are the untouchable bats that we sell to MLB players. And I was like, oh shit. Somebody tell Aaron Judge I'm sorry, right? And how fucking that bat up. Now the funniest part about the tour was on the tour was a bunch of like high schoolers and shit that love baseball because they want to go to MLB when they grow up and get older. And I believe in dreams. I'm a dream chaser myself. I told them, I said, all you niggas right here, all y'all, all 9 of y'all, I hope most of y'all make it to MLB. Then I walked away. Then I remembered, wait a minute, any of you niggas Dominican? And they was like, no. I'm like, well, y'all are fucked, brother. Y'all not gonna make it. I'm sorry. Y'all not gonna do it, gang. Y'all gonna be accountants or something like that. That's it.
So another not great set from Cam. At this point, I'm just trying to defend the integrity of the show. I like Kill Tony, and to bring someone on as a regular without any fan involvement and then having not great stuff for over a year, you're just torturing the audience. Like, the only thing that people keep watching for is because we know William's going to be at the end, and he's always interesting. So let's see the response to this, because this was another bad set. Again, 2 minutes long, and Tony roasts these guys that do this bad. Even William.
Amazing. 1 minute and 49 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Of new material from Cam Patterson.
We got a little shake it up. We figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It was fun.
Absolutely. You did it again. Went to the Louisville Slugger Factory.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just so tired of hearing he did it again. Amazing set. You know, the star, the future star. Again, TikTok. TikTok. That's all I gotta say. Let's see what else. Oh, they go into this weird thing about spaghetti. Again, not funny. Not bringing anything to the table. Notice they cut the rocks things off too, by the way, which is hilarious. That was about 6 months ago. They stopped talking about rocks. Okay, here we go. Sorry, mad.
Louisville Slugger.
I love it. That's a good trademark. Making S's, SH's.
Typo to say sluts, slugger, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Eat some spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Oh, you call that spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
You don't call it spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Oh, you're kind of saying spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, I hear it now. I love
Spaghetti,
it.
white lady. Oh, you got a nice dress on. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, they get it. Absolutely.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Dead silence. Continue.
So Louisville. That's where you were?
Yeah, pretty cool. It was decent.
Yeah.
I ain't had no real bad time. There was the city looked terrible, but other than that, it was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The city looked horrible.
Yeah.
The city looked horrible. They had a basketball arena there, and for the Louisville for the college.
Yeah, the
You
basketball.
know the name of the basketball arena?
No.
It's KFC Yum Center.
No way.
I swear to God.
Did you eat it?
No.
That's true.
I swear to God. Look it up right now. The name of the basketball center is KFC Yum Center. That's where they put all the niggas and the basketball team. At the KFC Yum Center. That shit fucking crazy. Well, we gonna name the basketball stadium. Let's name it Kool-Aid and Watermelon Arena.
What Cam just said actually sums up Cam's comedy pretty well. Exactly what he just said is how every single one of his sets is. It's just not funny at this point. All right, continue.
Fucking stupid, dog.
Agree, 100%. 100% agree. Okay, I'll stop interrupting.
It is really the KFC Yum Center, and it's Yum with an exclamation point. Sir, you keep pumping your fist about this. What's the reason behind you loving the K? Are you from there?
I used to deliver beer there.
Used to deliver beer to the KFC Yum Center.
Any niggas home? Any niggas at the KFC Yum Center? Where the niggas at the KFC Yum Center?
Hey, leave it on the doorstep.
You ain't got no Hennessy, nigga? It's the KFC Yum Center. Fuck you talking about?
They passed on Newport grape soda.
Oh my God. What a crazy name of an arena. Did you experience any racism there?
Nah, it seemed like a pretty regular place. It seemed, obviously it's Kentucky. There was racism, but that wasn't racist to me.
Right.
Not to my face. They probably was saying that when I got off stage. Like, that nigga pretty funny. You know what I'm saying? But not to me. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing. Amazing. Dad was there?
Yeah, Dad came. My mama came too.
Oh, nice.
My mama came. Yeah, it was a great time. It was fun for the whole family. They hated each other the whole time, so it was beautiful.
I love it.
It was a good little what's
Your
name.
Mom and dad are together.
They hate it. My mama hates it. She hates it with her whole heart.
Yep.
She hate that nigga.
Yeah.
My dad was stalking my mom the whole trip. Swear to God. We went out. We went to go get breakfast early in the morning, and we didn't tell my dad. And we leaving the hotel. He was, where y'all going? And he was in the lobby for no reason. Oh, y'all trying to leave without me? I want to come eat breakfast too. He was just there.
He wanted breakfast.
No, he didn't. He want to stop my mama. I was like, what?
That's
He's still trying to get some from her?
Nah, I don't think so. Who knows?
I think so. Are your mom and dad banging anybody? Do you know?
I hope not. My dad married. I hope my mama don't fuck nobody forever.
Have you ever asked her if she does anything with anybody?
I will never ever ask that crazy question. I will tell you. That's fucking insane. Mama, who you fucking right now, mama? You fucking anybody right now, mother?
It's not about who, but are you fucking anybody's a good question.
I'm scared, man. I tell you this, my mama did a real good job of me growing up. She never brought nobody around me, like no other guys and stuff. But it was one guy she always brought around. And then when I got older, I realized there was two different guys. They just looked the same.
Yeah, that's how we all feel about you people. That happens to us all the time.
Can I tell you something, Tony?
Yeah.
He was white.
Cam, you are the fucking man. Another unbelievable set, another unbelievable interview. I was so close to asking you to pull out your phone and ask your mom if she's fucking anybody, but I'm gonna let you off the hook. We'll save that for another day.
Hell yeah, appreciate that.
Cam Patterson, ladies and gentlemen.
So another not great set by Cam, another not great interview. It did end on a nice little twist, which I liked. And I don't think, I'm just trying to frame up Cam Patterson here. I don't think it's so much his fault as it is Kill Tony's fault. I think he should have been put into like a Martin Lawrence. I think his name is Martin Lawrence. Interesting. Anyways, there's a guy that comes on every so often because he's funny. There's another guy, I forget his name, but he comes on and he doesn't, he's like a mute or something wrong with him, and he uses his phone to tell the jokes. So he writes down the jokes and he sounds like a robot telling the jokes. It's pretty funny, but he's not a regular. He comes on every so often. And I think that's the role that Cam should have been in, not like basically anchoring the middle of the show to, change the pace up. A lot of times you'll see that there'll be a comedian on before Cam that's funnier than Cam, which is, I don't know, I feel like it's pretty blatantly obvious to Tony and Red Band. At this point, I don't think they want to be wrong. So I think that's why they're still going with him. But there is another side to this that I didn't talk about yet, which is David Jolly, who is, I don't know, I think he might be the uncle to Cam, but on one of Cam's episodes, it was one of his first ones, David Jolly came out and allegedly lit up the room. It sounds like it just sounds like he met David Jolly through Cam. They were at a bar, they had a good time with him, and they kept him on. So here's David Jolly. Here we go.
This week, and ever since we first met, you were telling me about your uncle that convinced you to explain to these people. He told.
When I started doing comedy, I never related to nobody in the comedy scene, and I met a dude who was like real. He got like real close to me. He was like the only like street dude I ever met, like doing comedy in my scene. And I call him my uncle because when he taught me everything I know about comedy, he tried to fuck my auntie all the time. But he taught me everything I know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell Tony about like how he was like my mentor when I was there, and he here.
He's here right now.
Is he back there?
He's in Austin. I know he's in Austin.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Is he back there?
He should be.
Okay.
I'm just going to cut out the 20 plus minutes they wait for him to get on stage. Here we go.
There's a loud knock at the back door.
Come on,
We've never heard we've never heard a knock at the back door that loud before during the show.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for David Jolly, everybody. My guess is he's gonna be
Hey, y'all shut the fuck up. I got a minute. So I was at the CSL Plasma Center the other day. I was donating plasma. Some people call it saving lives. I call it $40. So while I at the CSL Plasma Center, I find out if you donate plasma, they give you $500. You know that, sir? Oh, damn. I was like, bitch, I'll be rich in 48 hours. Y'all gonna ban me out this bitch, 40 grand, 50 grand, he's on fire. But I had to think about it, because I got my legal marijuana card. I had to think about it. I know if I donate sperm some kind of way, I'm gonna end up on child support. Last thing I'm doing is 18 years for a bitch I never met before. Fucking Nick the Knuckle, baby. You get it? You get it? You get it in the car. Don't worry about it. How much time I got long? Yeah, all right.
All right, so better than any set that we've seen from Cam. I mean, again, he's about to get really annoying. He does this every time he's on, but I mean, hey, being late to the stage by 5 minutes, Tony gave him leeway there. Still in a good mood going in and talking to him. And, you know, again, I was talking about the, like, kill Tony and how I like it and how I want it to stay consistent. If you're going to be consistent, you got to kind of roast this guy for being late. I mean, you didn't see it, but go back and watch. 5+ minutes waiting for him to get on stage after he already said goodbye to Cam. So watch how this interview goes.
Yeah, baby! Playing crazy. Stop playing crazy. Oh, we got Ari in this bitch, boy. Hell yeah. I didn't know you were here, stupid.
I'm remembering why my hand was all red after hanging out with him.
Hey, Red Man. My guy. Stop playing crazy.
Oh, shit.
We got TAC in this bitch.
My man.
What stand for?
Hey,
Oh,
stop
shit.
playing stupid.
Oh,
You
shit.
hear me?
These
We
guys,
got TAC,
these guys,
this your show.
these guys' wallets are missing right now. It's incredible.
I ain't stole them bitches that bad now, TAC.
You are.
I would have got him, though. We here now. Stupid ass boy, you got me here, ain't I? Stop playing crazy. That's my nephew. That's my fucking nephew.
This is like being at the
Tell
log.
me he didn't go crazy. Did he go crazy? He went crazy? Yo, we here now. Austin, we here now. Stupid.
All right, so let's talk about it, David.
right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry.
You're doing great.
You're doing great.
You're doing great. You don't have to apologize. I'm not the police. Relax.
You know you my nigga.
I know.
You know the vibes.
I know. You're my guy.
You my nigga for real.
You're my guy.
That's gang violence, though.
You remind me of two of my favorite things: Pink Floyd and George Floyd. And I love you. Very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Hey, look.
Oh,
First of all, give my dog Tony a shout out for y'all being here. And
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Shout out to Tony for y'all being here. If anybody ever says that on Kill Tony, again, they get roasted. Tony shuts them down and usually kicks them off stage. So, again, this is. I think he's just wasted, but still. Better than Cam. I'll say that much.
I want to hear your story, David Jolly. How long you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing stand up 7 years.
Nice.
And like this my nephew here.
Yep, that was my next question.
Hey.
Tell us about what it was like your first time, seeing Cam Patterson perform. Were you there his first time on
He
stage?
sucked so bad.
Wow.
Really? I love it.
Yeah.
That's natural.
And I let him know he sucked.
Good.
But then when he got good, I was like, hey, fly. That's my youngin' there.
Kill it.
That's the reason why I'm in motherfucking Austin, Texas right now. Ari Chevelle, you hear me? I'm here because of him. Hey, am I lying? I called him on the film. I FaceTime. I say, hey, boy, I'm finna get on a flight. He say, nigga, you ain't coming out here. I say, boy, I'm on a flight. I got out here. That's when my dog Adam,
Yeah.
you know I'm a regular, I'm an unpaid regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a regular? You're an unpaid regular. Okay, so maybe our story thickens here that it's very confusing statement. He's an unpaid regular in Austin, and he's telling Tony that, and Tony's clearly like, hey man, don't mention this stuff. I gotta show integrity to handle here. So watch what Tony does here to change the convo. It's kind of interesting.
All right, that's all industry talk, but let's talk about what airline did you fly? Jet Black?
You know what I flew.
Got you.
Game
Another
violence.
Okay, again, what does that mean? That's industry talk. Then asked him what airline he flew, and he said, you know what airline I flew. So was this seems like it was planned ahead of time. And hey, that's fine. Just don't do us like wrestling, Tony. You don't pretend like everything's real, you know? But All right, let's see what else happens here.
Violence.
Seriously.
Stop playing crazy.
Okay. You're setting a record for sideways high fives on this show right now.
You want one?
Oh shit, what is that? Oh shit, what's that? Absolutely. Okay, so tell us more about your life.
Maybe it's nothing, but that was a great cam image there. He just turned it on and turned it off in a second. Watch, I've never seen someone go from this big of a smile to this small of a smile. Now this is definitely nitpicking here, but check this out. It's kind of funny.
Violence.
Seriously.
Stop playing crazy.
Okay. You're setting a record for sideways high fives on this show right now.
You want one?
Oh shit, what is that? Oh shit, what's that? Absolutely. Okay, so tell us more about your life. Okay, so tell us more about your life. How do you make a living? What do you like? How do you
I sell crack. I sell a little dick.
You sell crack and you what?
A little dick. I sell a little dick sometimes to some old ass white bitches.
Oh shit.
Them old white bitches pay a good dollar. Hey, Red Band, what happened? Let me get some of that. Hey, my nigga gang violence. You know the vibe.
Yeah. Okay, so describe to us some of these white women that you be selling dick to. We're all very interested to know what that's like.
The white women?
Yeah.
They pay top dollar.
How much?
1, 2.
1 or 2. Nice.
1 or 200. How many?
Get her 200.
How many a week?
She want to suck that dick from the bite. You ever had that dick suck from the bite?
And did you let her?
Huh?
Did you let her?
Lighter?
Let her?
Yeah. $200. You can suck that dick either way you want to suck that dick.
Wait, she pays you to suck your dick?
From the back.
Wait, from the back?
$200.
Wait.
$200.
Hold on a second.
You suck that dick like this.
Hold on. No, it's Bambi style.
Like this. This is how you got to get your dick. It ain't no pretty way to get your dick sucked from the back, Tony Hinchcliffe. You got to do like this. God, I love you, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh, there's no pretty way to get your dick sucked from the back.
Gang violence.
Oh, that's going to be on your
What y'all thought we
tombstone
were
one
gonna do?
day. There's no pretty way to get your dick sucked from the back.
Nah,
she
ain't no
pays
way.
you $200.
You gotta make T-shirts. There's no pretty way to get
Oh.
your dick sucked for the back.
Oh,
You
dude.
want something? I make shirts.
Okay. I'll give you $170 for one of those
I
shirts.
need your contact.
Okay.
No, I ain't gonna charge you that much, baby boy.
How much you gonna charge?
Man, you gang violence. You gang violence. Yeah, hey, look, I might give you one.
He's got money. He can
I'm
charge
gonna give you
you.
one.
Thank you.
How much you gonna charge? How much you want?
You know what?
How much you gonna give?
Just let me suck your dick from the back and we're all good. That's all I want. Sucking dick from the front, too easy. You know what I mean? I want a real challenge.
Hey, if y'all don't fuck with Kill Tony, you a pussy nigga.
Yep. Gang violence.
Another T-shirt.
Gang violence.
I think we found our new promo.
Hey, if you don't fuck with Tony Hinchcliffe, you a pussy nigga.
Cringe, very cringe, just over and over again. Cringe. All right, let's see him close it out here, and then we got some juicy info here.
Stop playing crazy, nigga. We here now. We
You know
here
what?
now.
I'm hosting the
One
show
more.
in blackface next
Hey,
week.
Ari, well, I heard you went crazy this weekend.
What do you mean? I always go
At
crazy.
the week, hey, you were here at the highs. This the highs.
Oh, nice.
This
good.
the highs. I heard you went crazy at the highs.
I did.
Yeah,
tried
yes,
my
sir. Stupid ass boy. Hey, look, shout out to Joe Rogan. I don't know where the fuck he at, but listen, we here now. Pussy ass nigga, and I fuck with Tony Hinchcliffe. That's my real homeboy. That's my real homeboy, stupid ass boy. Gang violence. Gang violence.
Boy.
Gang violence.
Oh my God. An instant legend of the show. How often do you think you're going to be coming back to Austin,
No,
Texas?
I'm moving. I'm about to get a little shit ass room on 6th Street.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right over the road.
Yep. All you need to do.
August 1st, boy,
all
you
you-
know the right?
How much is rent?
Like $4.99.
$4.99. I just did the math. That's only 2.5 reverse dick suckings to get your.
It's very interesting that he brings up housing costs. Now remember, $4.99 he said is about how much he pays for rent. Just remember that little nugget there.
Jolly, you just became an instant Kill Tony legend.
I need to touch everybody.
Not only
Everybody, come here. I need to touch everybody.
Not only
Come on.
is your charisma
Everybody.
translatable
Stop playing
to
crazy.
everyone, but
Stop
he's
playing
also
crazy.
the Roger Mayweather to Cam Patterson's Floyd Mayweather. He fucking
That
got this guy in the game.
Nephew.
Yep.
And we shooting shit up.
Oh, I don't know about that. No. No more shootings. No more gel
Stop playing
blasters.
crazy.
They're shooting
It's
gel
just
blasters.
Shoot shit up. Shoot
Gel
shit
blasters
up.
all the way.
Shoot shit
Oh,
up.
that's the blind nigga.
Cam, you're
Hey,
a
why
fucking
y'all
legend.
Hey, this all I want to know. Why y'all brought the blind nigga back and what happened to his dress?
He cut his dreads for the 10-year anniversary. They're in my windowsill in my office now. He gave them to me as a gift.
It's true.
You an asshole, Tom.
No, he gave them to me. I didn't ask him to.
Gave him.
So you made the man cut his hair all
No,
in.
I didn't make a guy cut his hair. This isn't.
Didn't he, Red
He
Man?
did. He did.
Yes, I told D Madness
No,
to
he
cut
did.
his hair.
You know, hey, you 100 with me.
Okay.
You already know the vibes. I love you. It's
I
a
love
real
you.
love you.
I
hear
love
me?
you. I love you.
Hey, we here now. Austin, we here now. Gang violence, stupid
Yep.
ass boy.
Make some noise for David Jolly and Cam Patterson, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Unbelievable. Amazing. I mean, that some poor innocent soul's about to have to follow this. That's incredible. I love you. I love
Are
you.
you ticklish?
Okay, there you go.
Ticklish, motherfucker.
Okay, go on. Get the fuck out of here. Wait a second. Yeah. Of course. Use a gel blaster waiting for you in the back. We give. Okay. I'll see you later. One more time for David Jolly and Cam Patterson. We are at 75.7 degrees right now. The room is heating up.
So here's the instant legend, David Jolly, a man charged for posing as a real estate agent stealing from victims. Crimes happened between August 2015 and 2016. Interesting. So it looks like David Jolly isn't a great guy. David Jolly was arrested and charged on Thursday after he was caught posing as a real estate agent and telling victims he'd help them sell their timeshare, according to authorities. Jolly contracted 16 victims by asking them to send advance fees to pay for the closing costs of the sale of their timeshares. The victims never received any service for their payments because the buyers were not real, according to authorities. According to court records, Jolly was charged with a scheme to defraud greater than $50,000 and second-degree theft of $20,000 or more. Jolly posed as a fake real estate agent between August 2015 and January 2016. All right, so that one said that there was no victims. This one says there were victims. Investors, in this case, say they have found 13 of his victims, but actually believe there may be as many as 24. Believe he earned about $88,000. Jolly claimed he was selling his victims timeshares for them, promising returns which are simply unachievable in the current timeshare resale market. Michael Wolbert from New Jersey was one of his victims. He purchased a timeshare in Kissimmee, Florida in 2001, but later decided to sell it. He received a call from Jolly in 2015. He was on the Better Business Bureau with an A+ rating, so it seemed legit to me at the time. He deposited $6,663 into Jolly's account for the services before he realized it was a hoax. I could have paid off the bills. I could have went on vacations. I haven't been able to go on. I mean, I got a grandchild and a kid in college. Another victim, 81, from Wisoming, Pennsylvania. He stated that in August 2015, he received a phone call from a subject identifying himself as Nick Felton. Investigators say that this was actually David Jolly, who offered to buy the 81-year-old's timeshare for $24,000. Before he purchased it, the victim would need to send him payment of $13,514 for closing fees. Once the victim received the fake timeshare sales agent contract in the post, he transferred the amount to Jolly. Investigators with the U.S. Postal Service and Orange County Sheriff's Office tracked the transaction, which led to Jolly's arrest. Last week, he was finally arrested on the charges with 2 felonies. And this was this year in May, or this would have been, a couple months after that appearance on Kill Tony. Since then, we have not really seen much of David Jolly. I think he was on one time after that. So I'm pretty sure they cut ties with him, and now they're starting to see Cam as a liability. So I would not be surprised if later Cam is let go of the show, or there's a new regular or something like that, just because of this liability. Or you never know, maybe he's friends with Tony enough to where if Tony backs out now, Tony's already in hot water because he can't pick the guys right, and that's like the whole basis to the show, which should have been shut down from the beginning. Here's one more fun little thing about David Jolly. Titled on GoFundMe as Too Close to Lose Hope of What I Know God Has. $1,608 raised of a $7,500 target with 30 donations. He's received payment for this. Now, let's see what it says below. Why is David Jolly asking for money? Hi, I'm David Jolly, professional comedian. I just got passed as a regular in Austin, Texas, at a few of the dopest comedy clubs in the country. Just rocked out on Kill Tony, and I'm a regular at the Mothership. Unless there's hidden regulars, I don't know what he's talking about. I've been planning this move for quite a few months, looking for housing, found a rooming house situation, looking for jobs, hopefully become a door guy, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen. I'm moving my things halfway across the country, definitely U-Haul. Only thing is the price of moving is pretty high, and I have a real brain aneurysm figuring these things out. I've been doing comedy for 7 years, and this is definitely the biggest opportunity I've ever had, and it's so important to me I stopped drinking to solely focus on being successful as I can be in this. No doubt about it, I'm definitely going to make it. You don't understand how important this opportunity is. Even if it's just $1, anything helps, and I guarantee you when you see me on TV or a comedy club near you, you'll see it was well worth it. I have a few followers on social media. Screenshot the donation, I'll send you a heartfelt message personally at Mr. D Jolly, all social media platforms. Thanks in advance, because this is definitely going to happen. Holy shit, that is crazy. He is so confident in himself, riding the coattails of Cam, and just in general, being on GoFundMe? For real? You're asking potential fans for money for you to move. This is your thing, man. Like, you got to make this on your own. You can't... This is the thing. David Jolly doesn't want to work. It's evident. So it sounds like he just jumped on a plane to bother Cam Patterson. Like, hey man, I see you're getting big in Austin. I'm gonna come fly out there and come see you. Come stay with you, little bro. That's my nephew, right? So that's what he did. He went out there, stayed with his nephew, and then he went on GoFundMe because he doesn't have any money saved up to do this actual move, which is why Cam was so surprised in the first place. Goes on GoFundMe, asks for money to help him move. Like, could you imagine if you were moving? Could you ever consider yourself just posting this on GoFundMe to ask for a move and say you're definitely going to make it in whatever city you're going to? And not only that, this is like a delusional celebrity, like potential, celebrity, that girl in high school that thinks she's going to make it big singing like Britney Spears or something. Like, this is wild. So he's finagling his way into Kill Tony to try to, ride off Cam to Tony, and he wants to get as big as Joe Rogan, it seems. And not only that, he's confident about it. So not only the following Cam, not only this GoFundMe, he also has these lawsuits against him, which weren't easy to find, by the way. I had to go down pretty far to find those. They're buried because luckily for him, he's got there's some governor named David Jolly as well, so this is buried pretty far down. So the lawsuit itself, he doesn't want to make money. He wants to steal. He wants to lie, steal, cheat. This is crazy. So I assuming Tony and Red Band found out about this, because we have not seen him much. Like I said, that was promising. A second appearance was a couple weeks later by himself. And then nothing after that. And that's probably when they found out about this article. So I also wanted to show to light too, one thing on Kill Tony is the hardest thing is the regulars do a new minute every single week. Well, here's a time that everybody lost their shit because Cam did the same exact set back-to-back in back-to-back weeks. And Tony defended him like crazy. Whereas they absolutely destroy guys that come on and get their name pulled and they do the same set back to back, like months apart, and he gets pissed. And the fact that Cam does it back to back as one of his regulars, it's frankly embarrassing. So here's Cam going back to back on the same set. Let's see what Tony.
You never know what we'll find out of the bucket. We once found this guy out of the bucket. Now he's a goddamn superstar, one of our best regulars ever. Make some noise for the great Cam Patterson, everybody.
Hey, that nigga dead, dog. I killed him. He dead as hell, man. All right, let's get to the joke. I went surfing for the first time a couple days ago. I did not like it because I can't swim that good. Well, I can swim very good for a black guy. You know what I'm saying? I can dog and paddle my ass off. But y'all motherfuckers got me beat. You know what I'm saying? And the dude I was surfing with, he was gay. Or maybe I thought he was gay. He was gay as hell, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we was in the ocean, and I thought he wanted to fuck me, so I was scared. And he just kept saying like nice shit, like, "Oh, you look so good in that wetsuit. You like a real good swimmer. Like, you trying to fuck me, sir. This is terrifying." And then at one point, we seen like this beautiful ass sunset. The sunset was beautiful, dog. Like, it was nice. And then I looked at him, he looked at me, and then we kissed. Now I'm playing. Listen, nah, I'm joking. No, I saw that beautiful ass sunset, bro. I'm like, damn, but this shit is beautiful. Then he looked at me and was like, it is beautiful. It kind of looked like heaven. And I was like, yeah, it do. And then he went, if heaven was a real thing, and I got scared. Cause I don't want to be in the ocean with no atheist thinking that's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? You don't even believe in miracles, bitch. That's insane. Like, I'm dying, and I'm like, oh, God, help me. Nobody's coming to save you, nigga. Nobody finna save you. I had my time.
Fuck yeah, Cam Patterson, the new minute 22 seconds.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, to do that shit.
All right. So first of all, you didn't get pulled out of the bucket, Tony. We already established that. Secondly, that was not a new minute. That was the same minute as I just showed you before. So it was the 1 week, and then there was a break between because they filmed a double episode, and then the following week that they went on, Cam did this episode. At this point, it's like, it's kind of a joke. Like, I don't think anybody is a true fan of Cam Patterson on Kill Tony. Like, if you're paying attention, like, yeah, it's shocking to see him compared to the rest of the comedians because he's so, like, different. He's from a different area, different personality, different accent. You know, it's just really all I can say about it. I don't really have a whole lot else. I don't know really how to end this, but I think that Cam needs to be off the show just for the integrity. It's not fair to the rest of the comedians. And some of the, like, one-offers, even like Jared Nathan, I'd rather listen to Jared Nathan 10 times over than I'd rather listen to Cam. They can do the same thing they did. Remember Gabriel? He was on there for a minute. He was a big guy. He talked really loudly, and it got old quick. He was in the running to be a regular, and they basically cut him off the show. He was reduced to the Angry Hollywood Bear at their live event inside of a costume. Then he revealed it was him. Not even a set. Like, he hasn't had a set in, like, a year probably. But that's really all I got to say about it. So catch you later.